Hello, welcome to RS Craftworks. Now today I've decided I'm slightly getting annoyed with dealing with this, although this is pretty much almost complete. The rest of it will be done while it's on the guitar. Speaking of the guitar, here is the body blank. Now I've outlined the model, I've scribbled it looks very messy at the moment, but the bits that I've scribbled in are the bits of material that I need to start drilling into and start routing out. So I'm going to attack it with a bunch of Forstner bits, as you can see there, and just try and drill out as much as possible. Now you see I've got a piece of tape there. I have tried to make it like match the depth of the actual inlay, although I'm not gonna, that's not really that reliable because this thing will flap all over the place, might get caught, might get ripped off. So for now I'm going to use the actual thickness of the Forstner bit as a reference, try and get a little bit deeper than that, drill out as much of the material as possible. Much easier to drill out the material than go at it with a router afterwards than trying to route the entire thing out. I'll be here for days if I try that. So let's get to this and see how we do. Alright, so I've drilled out most of it with the Forstner bits, and now I'm just chipping out loads of big chunks like that, just with a hammer and chisel. I have this, which has a metal end cap chisel, so I'm using a big bloody hammer on this. This chisel is pretty damn sharp. I've sharpened it on water stones like I would any other, but this is a cheap chisel that I bought years and years and years ago, probably the first chisel set I ever bought. And this, I don't mind giving it a clout, obviously, because it's got the metal end cap, and plus I'm using it more as a mortising chisel more than an actual cabinet chisel. So it does the job of getting rid of all the big chunks. That's all I'm doing now, just getting rid of some of the big chunks with this hammer. And then once this is all cleared out and nicely empty, that's when I come and tidy everything up with a router, clean up the floor, clean up the walls. Much easier in a router cutter that way, and much simpler to control the router in that point as well. So that's the next step after I finish clouting everything. Well, hello there. You've caught me in the middle of a predicament. So, yeah, wing snapped off again. However, this is actually a good thing, because fitting this entire thing all at once, it's possible. Certainly people out there are definitely capable of doing this, but I am not. So, actually having the wing breaking off is actually a very, very good thing, because, yeah, okay, tight fit. If I just put them together, you wouldn't even be able to tell until I do that. That's a good thing. Like I said before, wood breaks like a jigsaw puzzle. Put the jigsaw puzzle back together and use adhesive. But in this case, because I'm putting it all together inside the guitar body anyway, it will be held together by the guitar itself, and once the glue's in there, it will be strong enough anyway. So not a big deal, but it also makes it easier to fit, so I can fit one half at a time. And as you can see, this is so close. So very, very close. I've just got to go around and actually go all the way around each area, see where it's tight, shave it down a bit more. I've actually got my good chisels out this time, and yeah, just go over everything, shave this down if I need to, and okay, yeah. So now it's just all fitment now, which is going to take a while, but I'll give it my best shot. Right, now I've decided to do one of the most exciting parts of this guitar build, and that is I'm going to start cutting out the body before I start gluing on all the inlay and everything, because one reason for that is I want to be able to reach the inlay with some clamps, and if I take out all of that material, my clamps will be able to get closer in and stuff. Other than that, also I'm getting impatient, so let's get to this. I have a giant, if I can see that jigsaw blade should be able to do. Using a jigsaw is not ideal, but I do not have any room to have a bandsaw around here, so until the shed is built, this will do for now. And there it is. It's starting to look like a guitar now, just with a giant dragon shaped. I swear to God, this isn't the Skyrim logo. It'll look much more original soon. But yeah, there it is. This will be a fine electric guitar once it's done. Hopefully it'll win. Who knows? I'm not saying anything. Yeah, I'm gonna win. But this is a huge step forward. Feels like a huge step forward. I've actually done quite a bit of work up until this point, but still a hell of a long way to go. So let's hope I can make this deadline. Hello and welcome to this video where I show proof that Ben Crow, the real Ben Crow on Instagram and the man in charge of Grimson Guitars, has at least corrupted my soul, because now I've decided I'm going to play with fire now. So very difficult to show on camera, but I swear there's fire coming out of this tiny little fire starter thing. It's just a little blowtorch, not even a blowtorch, just a little torch, something that chefs use in kitchens to sear steaks and stuff like that. Nothing too fancy. I'm not using a giant blowtorch here because honestly you don't need it. But yeah, I'm going to set fire to this thing. Hopefully it doesn't burn to a crisp. Basically, this is a dragon I'm inlaying into this guitar, and the story behind it is still alive, sort of. So dragon's known for fire, breathing fire, so I want them to radiate heat into the rest of the guitar, which is why the area surrounding the dragon will be burnt slightly. So we'll go for a slightly shogun type finish around the dragon and see how that looks. I reckon it will look pretty cool with some accents and everything like that. So let's see how I go about this. Now I've moved to a different location. I'm in the middle of my lawn. I've gone very far away from where there is sawdust and shavings everywhere, because Lord knows that stuff catches fire bloody quickly. I also have a water bucket off camera as well, just in case something goes wrong. Yeah, it's fun to play with fire, but please, do not mess with it unless you're fully concentrating, unless you know what you're doing, and make sure you have safety precautions nearby, because you do not want to start any big trouble with this. But it is fun if you know what you're doing. So let's get on with it and see how we do. So I went at it with that little fire starter thing, and it looks sick. Like, I'm not even being humble here, this looks absolutely amazing, and I'm so glad I came up with this idea, because honestly I don't need the inlay anymore. Forget it, I'm not doing, nah, I will do the inlay, but that just at the moment looks so good. I can't believe it. Well, still a lot more to come. Hopefully the rest of the guitar stacks up to this, because I'm so happy about it. Anyway guys, take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will catch you in the next one. Please subscribe and like before I forget to say that again. See ya.